we actually have some, I'd like to say, presentations, but we're getting presented something tonight from some great organizations. So I am going to start off with the beautiful First Lady of the City of Kenner. She can come on up and tell us about our presentation. Right through that way. She loves to talk in public, so.
So with the help of the Conleys and my husband, we were able to raise $59,000 for the Kenner Food Bank this year. And so we had a big event at Chateau Country Club called Sipping with Santa, where we collected food and we basically had a cocktail party and raised money. So this will help the food bank hopefully buy a new truck soon, so Arlita can make sure that everything gets picked up.
Yes. And in fact, over the past couple years, you've raised how much?
I think $275,000.
$275,000, all proceeds going to the Kenner Food Bank. And what's been so great is it's made awareness about our food bank. You know, Darlita can tell you we have many anonymous donors that come by, don't want to be recognized, drop off a check for the, because they're concerned about the food bank. And we also have really raised awareness where people come by, clean out their pantries on things that they haven't needed, that aren't expired, and they bring them to our food bank and donate them to our Kenner Food Bank. And this Monday, we will be cutting the ribbon on the new food bank that the council has so graciously helped us fund. So finally, Kenner is getting a food bank of its own. That was not in half of an old building, an old school, and was not in a firehouse converted into a food bank. So we're very thankful that they'll have ADA accessibility, a drop-off site. And I tell you, and Arlita knows this, we could not do this without the generosity of CRC, Crossroads Centers, with Mr. Ronnie Maines. They have gone tirelessly to the Walmart Distribution Center in Robert, Louisiana, to pick up things with Arlita's new truck that she's going to be able to purchase with this money. She will be able to do the same things and pick up things that they need to pick up at other areas willing to donate food. I think the truck's going to have a drop-down lift gate on it, which makes it a lot easier for her employees to be able to get that food into the Kenner Food Bank. So Michelle, on behalf of the City of Kenner, thank you and the Sipping for Santa Committee and Ms. Conley for hosting it with you this year. And please come take a picture with us and the council and Arlita.
Thank you.
One of the joys about being mayor of the City of Kenner, probably the only thing I've actually gotten better at, is tapping the keg to kick off Deutsches Haus. My first year was a disaster. My second and third years have been much better this year. I think I did it with one strike. So, we are so happy in the City of Kenner to host the Deutsches Haus Oktoberfest. It has brought more people to Rivertown than probably Rivertown's had since its inception. And I think to Deutsches Haus's to their liking, it's brought more people to this event than y'all have ever had down at the old house off of Tulane Avenue. And I've always said this, and I mean this in no disrespect, I hope you never build a house because I want you in Kenner as long as you possibly can. But they have been so gracious by doing this event, and our city works with them, and we basically co-sponsor the event with them. They have been so gracious to give us a donation every year, and they've had my commitment for the past years, and I continue that now. We will make sure that that money goes into our recreation coffers where our recreation director buys anything special events related that helps us to be able to put on better events, whether it's light towers, tents, barricades, you name it. That's what Mr. Maricoli spent the money on. So I will turn it over to you.
Thank you. The Deutsches Haus, 5 years ago, we were looking for a place to live when the City of New Orleans and LSU decided to build a little hospital. They kind of told us we had to leave. We were desperate looking for a place, and the City of Kenner invited us to have Oktoberfest in Rivertown. We were a little skeptical. We looked around and said, well, we will try this. And we've been very amazed, and we're just ecstatic about what the City of Kenner has done for us. The mayor, the city council, the Park and Recreation Department, the staff at Rivertown has never told us no. And whatever we've asked for, they've helped us with and worked with us. And we are so excited to be down there. Like I said, we will move eventually. It might be another 2 years, but we're we're committed for next year and perhaps 2017 to be here as well.
Great.
I have a check from us to donate. It's $22,000.
Wow. Very nice.
For the City of Kenner to the Recreation Department.
Thank you so much.
And I want to thank you and your staff and everybody that's been around with us. It's been a very, very nice event, and we just made it better. This has been our biggest year we've ever had in Kenner. We can't count the last year we had in New Orleans because that was just,
I understand.
that was, some of the numbers we had almost 20,000 people come through there. We sold 10,000 pounds of sausage, 8,000 pretzels. It was 75 gallons of mustard. There's a bunch of little facts, but this has been the biggest one we've had in Kenner, and every year it has grown over the last 5 years.
That's great.
So we're looking forward to another 2 more years at least out here.
Thank you very much.
Thank
We're
you,
gonna take
sir.
a photo. But I do want to add one thing that a lot of your members have told me is, and this just shows you, our department heads have done a great job hiring employees. One thing y'all have echoed that every other event has echoed down there is a high praise for Mark Glorioso with our recreation department. Ken's got some of the best people working for him, and I've gotten several calls from your members stating that, and I thank all of Ken's employees, but thank you all for actually calling, giving those kudos, because it's nice for us to know that our employees are far exceeding what we pay them to do. And thank you, and I know that Councilman Reno is a member of Deutsches Haus and volunteers down there, and very excited he doesn't have to drive to New Orleans. He can go right down in the District 1 to do it, and I know it's brought a lot of people into the District 1 area, into Rivertown, and we thank you for helping us get that exposure. And a lot of our restaurants down there welcome you to come in, and thank you for working with them so that they're still a success while you're being a success.
Yes, they've been very wonderful to work with, and I live in Kenner as well, and
Great.
it's a shorter drive for me as well also.
Great,
so
great.
I'm not pushing too hard to leave.
Look,
I need to.
and of course, not to talk about anybody else, but we know we have the safest city in the state of Louisiana based on 2 real estate sites and our chief of police, Mr. Mike Glazer, and his men and women. So
Yes.
we hope everybody that comes here feels protected. I know the biggest comment's been, man, I hope they're not out there breathalyzing, but they got to do what they got to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, thank y'all very much. Thank you.
Paula, you want to come on up? Okay, I misspoke. We are giving away money. We are giving away money. 2 we were receiving tonight, and 1 we're giving away. And I'm gonna yield to Michelle Lawler, who is our city employees, volunteers coordinator on what we do to try to raise money for those nonprofits out there seeking assistance.
Okay, this year, October, was American Cancer Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. And this was just between the employees raising money. We actually raised $2,612 with just T-shirt sales, hamburger sales, different things like that we did. So I would like my CVC members to come up here also.
And of course, we're very delighted in the city of Kenner to turn Kenner pink for breast cancer awareness in October. We don't realize sometimes how much that hits so close to home for a lot of people. We've all been affected by somebody that has breast cancer, and we're so thankful that y'all are an organization trying to stop that horrible disease. And again, another showing of good city employees going above and beyond for a great cause. So if you'd like to say anything.
I just want to first say thank you to the city of Kenner. This relationship that we have here with Kenner is very rare. Out of all the cities that we work with and a lot of the places in Louisiana, we are truly welcomed here in the city of Kenner as a family. And every year, whether it's Relay for Life or Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, Mayor Yini and Michelle just jump up and all the city employees embrace what we do in the community, and that is rare. And so I really want to say thank you to Michelle and thank you to Mayor Yini for everything that you do, because we would not be able to do that without your support.